And we got bananas in chat. That's what happens when you live stream. Bananas appear in chat. Totally wasn't muted there for a second. And there are so many bananas. And that's what happens when it's Hermitcraft Season 7. What did I expect? By the way, apparently my bit rate is really low in the reds. It could be having internet traffic issues. Let me know how the quality of the stream is, peeps. Also, pre-stream music today was Ocean Grove, and I love this band. I discovered them just a couple of days ago, and the following day they drop a new album, and I've just been binging their music so much. It is so good. It is like the perfect 90s nostalgia without being too nostalgic and being fun and fresh, and I can't wait to write about them. I'll write about them on my music blog. You'll hear my thoughts and feelings. You will hear them. No, you won't. You'll read them. You literally won't hear them. My friends, I could do with a sponge. I wonder if anyone's got a sponge. You know, I didn't want to go raid an ocean monument, but if someone had a sponge, I want to get rid of the water down there, you see, and take some of the resources. Well, think about it. I got a little bit of an idea. It might be inefficient. You see, I want to cover all of this with dirt, but I don't want to fill it up because that's just a waste. Like, I can empty the space and put torches below, but I still need to cover the surface. That's kind of like our task. We've got a new task because plans are changing a little bit. Now, I wouldn't mind pinching sand from the jungle. It's not really part of the palette around here, is it? Nor's the gravel. So there's no reason I can't come in here and then mine this back out again after. Although it doesn't seem like a very effective strategy, to be fair. Once we accumulate more sand, it probably will be. So yeah, we'll have to see how this goes, you know. Actually, no, it's starting to make a little bit of sense if I dig out a fair bit of this. We'll see how it goes. Bulls has sponges. She used them to clean up Ender Lake. Oh, right. Oh! MVP false. MVH. Most valuable hermit. But she's probably thinking what you're on about. Now, she'll understand. I don't know where False's base is. No, I do. It's where it's near. I think it's near where I was going to settle. Endstone. Probably like next to nothing, to be fair. And it might not even be in here. Oh no! I got how much? We got loads, and I don't really plan on using it. Actually, that being said, the next thing I'm about to build, that might be a nice complementary texture right there. Yeah, this is a pain in the bum because the water's going to flow back in. We definitely need, however much you got spare. I don't really want to go to the end and grind some out. I'm going to have to. That's probably, if I end up using it, that's probably not going to be enough. So I'll say about 4 stacks. But yeah, I might, okay, let's concentrate here. I feel like this is a bad start to the stream. I haven't read a single noise in my ear. Okay, I'm struggling to explain the concept of placing blocks and organising a trade. Ugh. Can we actually fly there? I think we can. Yeah, there we go. Right, noise is in the ear. I've got a cup of tea here, by the way, peeps. Noise is in... Oh, my goodness me, I'm so far behind. Dominator864. Relentless. Zach the Muffin Man for 4 months. Oddity Prodigy for 36 months. By the way, the world isn't loading, and that's kind of alarming. And I'm very close to ocean level. Panic noises. Well, what way am I going now? Come on, this is unfair. This is just... Wait, I'm really high in the sky now. How did I get so high? What the heck? What the heck happened there? One rocket just shot me up hundreds and hundreds of blocks. Oh, this is so risky. Okay, we are drifting towards the shopping. I feel more comfortable like this. Right, now we're starting to see. There we. Whoa, that was weird. What was up with that, eh? Now, whenever I am here, it's tradition to hunt down food. Where the food at? Where the food at, homie? Hey, look. Everyone's got wings. No, wait, come back. Oh, hilarious. Talis Mentor is here for 18 months. We got the Tuber Titan here for 9 months. And that Christopher is here for 50 months. Woo! Yeah, Roani52 is here for 4 months. Mr. French Fry and Swordy77 have subscribed. Thank you ever so much, peeps. And there is Full Symmetry. We found the one and only. Here you go, have some stacks. Hopefully that'll appear to help her with her build. Right, we must never lose a single one of these sponges, peeps. I've got a feeling False is going to set up an end-related shop. I don't know what she'll be selling though. Probably end-related items. Anyway. Oh, I did say cheers. I said thank you. We'll use the Never to get back. That flying experience was traumatic, to say the least. Earthsword says spoilers. Exclusive previews is what they are. There's a lot of diamond blocks. A lot of diamond blocks. Let's have a look. We have Spooky Dokie here for 24 months. 2 years. Diamond face in chat. 1 more month and it's your 2-year anniversary on LPMT. Awesome. Wow, it's been running for over 2 years. That's incredible. How does the time get by, eh? Balthazar is here for 9 months. We got Pip Fanta subscribing. Quickly Bench with the Prime. Ravonic Reaper for 3 months. This is 12 Irrelevant for 4. We got Old School 679 subscribing with that Prime. Death Dealer YT is here for 10 months. We also got Tentacle subscribing. Eerie Eyes is here for 6 months. And I'm glad you're enjoying the music vlog, Eerie Eye. Can't stop listening to Puppy. Yes, what a band, what a band. Rindberg is here with a Prime subscription. Disco Manco is here for 12 months. That's a whole year. That's a Goldie Face in the chat. It's Goldie Face in the chat. Now, do I have a thing on here? I don't think I set up a thing. Oh no, wait, I did. But I don't know if it'll work. Do you know what? I'll avoid pressing the button. And we'll try and avoid spoilers, you know. Okay. Oh no, they know about the slabs! Oh! I've ruined everything! Oh! Oh, I quit YouTube, I quit Twitch. Oh, Oki Cat 12 is here for 10 months saying, hope you have a great stream, X. Thank you. Capay and It's Econ have subscribed to Amazon Prime. Tron2KSA is doing cheers for throwing bits saying, I can't sleep. Any suggestion or tricks you use? Well, first of all, I recommend watching the Joe Rogan podcast with Matthew Walker. There's a link to it on my knowledge page of my website. That is a page to which I put some like profound and useful stuff on. And the advice that man gives on sleep is something everyone should know about, really. And you can get a lot of tips from him. My personal tips for falling asleep. One really important one is sort of, it sounds a bit strange. It helps if you practice meditation, but not thinking. Okay? If you go to bed with an active mind, you'll keep yourself awake, I find. So I recommend sort of being able to have that ability. You know, you've got to train your mind a little bit to be able to sort of calm your thoughts and be prepared to relax and fall asleep. That's one thing. You know, if you keep chattering with yourself, you'll keep yourself awake. Another one is I like to go for a walk sometimes before I go to bed. Just go outside. You know, It's dark, kind of winds yourself down, gets you ready for bed. That's a nice way. What else is there? A little bit of exercise sometimes. I feel like if I'm feeling really awake but it's time to go to bed, sometimes exercise, wear yourself out. You know? And make sure your environment is exclusively for sleeping. Like, my bedroom doesn't have much distractions in it, and the only thing I do in it really is sleep. You know, so you don't associate it with other things. If you like have a couch that you sleep on, you like watch telly on it and you eat on it, you're associating all those things together in your brain, and that means when you go to sleep you can feel hungry or like you want to watch something because you're in that environment. Also, sometimes putting on some so difficult to multitask. Putting on some noise in the background helps. Like, my favourite one, I think, that helps me fall asleep is the Star Trek Next Generation Enterprise ambient engine sound. There's like a 12-hour video of it on YouTube, and it's just this low hum, and it's so soothing, but it also drowns out other noises, and it just kind of sets like a little bit of a sort of noise bar, I guess you could say. So sounds outside your window or stuff like that might get drowned out by it, but it's also really relaxing. Right, so now I don't know why I got 4 of these. We'd only ever need 1, really. We've got to keep track of these, you see. So we've got 3. We've got another 6. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, okay. Do not want to lose a single one of these, though. They're very valuable, not replenishable. Tron 2KSA, hope that helps. CZG Snake is here with a Prime subscription. GBob14 is here with a Prime. We got Goofy Recon and Blue Pickle 35 subscribe with Amazon Prime. Lagore 455 has gifted a sub to Boxer. Thank you for gifting that sub. Very kind of you to do that. Supporting our community here. We've also got X Shaggy for 3 months and Maximus15 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Also, Barto Maximus. Maximus and Maximus. Thank you for your subscriptions. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. That is a lot of deep ocean down there. I might not be so keen to clear it all out, especially if there's no, like, immediately valuable resource. Like, the sand is good, right? Maybe actually we should do this a little further along. Because a lot of this dirt is needed for the surface, really. Maybe I should be using sand here. I'm middle clicking like crazy. Oh, I don't actually have any sand. Alright. Well, let me show you what this is all for. Alright, we can harvest plenty of sand from this area. And I figured that's what we'd do. Take all the sand for ourselves. Why are you clearing out the water? Says Red Maniacal. Well, it's so I can build an ink farm in the long term, but also so I can just, you know, grab some of this stuff nice and easy. Like, I realise there's loads of clay, gravel, and sand throughout the rivers. So if I'm going to, you know, cover them up, I might as well do it in a way where I aid myself in eventually creating a ink farm in the area, and I get access to resources that I'm actively seeking. So it's kind of like a mixture of things, right? Now I'm going to need to throw torches down here after as well. And yeah, I'll replace a few of these blocks. Why not? But yeah, that's the trick really, so I need some torches as well. Force just made an ink farm, says Invisible Dragon. Yeah, I mean, other players will do that, won't they? They'll make farms, I'm making farms. You get a lot of questions where people seem to think if someone else has done it on the server, you shouldn't. I mean, imagine that on Hermitcraft. Oh! Dude, it's like the daytime. You know, where'd you come from? What cave did you crawl out of? It'd be a pretty dull server, you know. 2 weeks in, all the farms are built. See ya. That's not what we do here on Hermitcraft, you know. We innovate. We all do things in our own way. And that's what makes it great. Because, you know, I built a creeper farm, so have like 3 other people as well. It's just what's going to happen with 28 peeps playing on the server together. Right, anyway, noises in the ear. Downside Up has subscribed, so has Tony Licious for 15 months. And Michael Stickle is here with a donation saying, buy yourself 2 slices of pie. Thank you, I appreciate it. You know, I don't want to talk about food right now. I've got a real hungry belly today. Just, I don't know what it is. Sometimes you have it, right? But anyway, I feel conversational. And there's one thing that's going to come up, right? Coronavirus. Everyone's talking about it. Today, I felt a little bit of that fatigue. We're all going to have a bit of coronavirus fatigue, right? Where it's just like, oh man, this just doesn't stop. And it's weighing down on my mood a bit as well. I'm trying to count my blessings, you know. It just so happens that, given my lifestyle and what I do, coronavirus isn't particularly affecting my line of work, and I'm blessed in that regard. But I worry for other people as well, and worry for the world in general. And there's a lot of reasons to worry, but worry isn't like very proactive, is it? It isn't immediately helpful in any way. So I don't know, just trying to get myself out of that way of thinking a little bit, you know. And I saw something that I thought was quite positive, and I really wanted to find more out about it and participate in it, and I couldn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for me, and I'm trying to figure out why. But there's this thing from years and years ago. I had a PlayStation 3, and it was around back then. It's called Folding at Home, and what you do is you fold proteins on your computer. Basically, you run like simulations for research. And 27, just making sure, 27, we got them all. So you run like research simulations, and it helps, you know, like do research to fight diseases and whatnot. And one of those is coronavirus. And Nvidia put out a statement saying, if you're a gamer and you've got a beefy graphics card, you can help. You can run the Folding at Home and put your spare GPU cycles to work in fighting coronavirus through research. And straight away I was just like, I'm bang on that. That's just such a simple thing to do, you know. And I can't get it to work, unfortunately. It doesn't want to use my GPU. But I am due to get a what's it called, a 2080 or whatever, and that will probably get delayed now. But putting that to work, you know. And then I started to think about maybe setting up a team and like promoting it and trying to get people to use their computers to help research. Maybe it'll speed things along. I also did a little bit of research trying to find out, is this going to be like, is this going to have a real impact? Is this worth doing? And I couldn't really find much in the way of people saying yes or no to that, which is one thing to point out. But, you know, maybe it makes a difference. Maybe it's something we can do. Crisp Galileo is here for 2 months saying, just got back from a surgery. Shishwami, thank you for taking me mind off the pain at the moment. Glad to have you with us, dude. I hope your surgery goes well and you have a nice recovery. And if I'm a distraction, I'm glad to be so. We got Not the 12 THDR here with the cheers and bits. Thank you ever so much for your contribution. It is appreciated. And we got Killer Man 6109 subscribing. How I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. What a tune. What a tune that is. We also got the Sultry Badger subscribing with Amazon Prime. Appreciate it. Chi Tips has killed False for her head. Well, it's not Friday yet, so we can't do that. Redman Mickle says, why is Doc streaming right now? Aren't you all streaming one by one? On the weekends, we plan a coordinated stream day together. In the weeks, we don't do that. So it means anyone can stream whenever they like. So if Doc's streaming right now, you know, you got more Hermitcraft going on. But like in the weekdays, it's just normal business. And when it's normal business, you know, us Hermits just tend to stream when it's good for us. I don't think we'd all want to coordinate too much across the weeks. I know that I wouldn't, because I'm never too sure what time I'm going to stream at. But actually, I can tell you, I'm going to be streaming later for a while, because because I'm doing my bulk, it means I'm eating more and like eating throughout the day, and so it's just so much more convenient if I go ahead and just stream after I'm done eating, so it'll be late, you know. So expect my streams to be later on from now on. Also, if I need more dirt, I can actually come down here and pick up this stuff. We'll also be creating like a secret little underworld inside of our jungle. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do here, but maybe secret projects can be stored in this place. Man, look, it's getting choppy and horrible when I break blocks here. That bug's been around for a while, that one. We saw that quite a bit last season, didn't we? When we dug out the super chunk of doom and death with the wither roses, that one. Okay, that block don't want to go. Now it's gone. Great. Vince Tillian says, why is China winning with the coronavirus? Why do they always want the biggest and most of everything? If that was a joke, I mean, you tried. I didn't find that particularly funny, but okay. Leon Sunny says, hey, Assumer, I'm having to self-isolate due to the coronavirus. Your stream is keeping me entertained right now. I feel like donating, but I don't have the PayPal and or card. Your videos always keep me entertained, and I think you're super wide and spiritual. I'm wide! Don't worry about donations. I always say that. Don't worry about me. If you're here, if you can't subscribe, support, you see other people doing it, you should never feel bad about that. It's fine. It's not a problem. You know, that's there if people can, and if you can't, like, I'm happy you're here, hanging out and watching. That's all I ask. You know, come and watch. Come and enjoy. Okay. I need more dirt. Where on earth am I going to get more dirt? Oh, the earth. That's where I'm going to get the dirt from. I'm going to get it from the earth. Yeah, there's definitely, like, part of the river generation includes dirt, doesn't it? And then once you've mined that out, then you've just got all of your stone down here. So I was going to pinch some stacks from Corrales, but I won't need to do that now. It appears I've got my own source of dirt, which is fantastic. And man, this is just super janky down here, isn't it? We'll get better at this as we progress, I think, is the message. Oh, and I must kill squids while we're at it. You know, while we're in the area. So, anyway, I've had a few sips of tea. Little Lizard Bloom says, look, I'm not blaming China for everything, but these diseases always come from China. They should control the illegal buying and selling of food, as well as controlling the food. Good conditions, what are your thoughts? You know, diseases come from all over the place in the world, alright? And I think pointing the finger and blaming, especially a culture or a group of people, is dangerous. It's not right to do it that way. You know, China's a big and diverse place, and I'm probably quite ignorant to a lot of their culture and what's going on there. It could be that wet food markets are a small cluster of things, you know, it might not be widely practiced, and diseases and problems are going to emerge from all different places in society. So, society in countries, globally. So when you narrow your focus down, when you're thinking like, oh, coronavirus, oh, China, it's like you've narrowed your scope and you've focused all your attention into one thing. And it makes you look at it the wrong way, you know? We're all humans on this planet together. And, you know, if there's a problem, we want to be proactive. Now, I ain't part of no World Health Organization or anything like that, but I'm hoping what will happen, and I hope what we'll see is that the Chinese, people with wet markets, you know, it might not just be them, there might be other places where wet markets are practiced. Like, we need to learn from this lesson. Okay, we've learned, like, what's gone wrong here, and we need to figure it out and fix it. And sometimes that can take time, sometimes it gets done the hard way, you learn it several times, and we got to hope for the best and hope that we learn this one first time round, right? It's McConnelly says, can we stop talking coronavirus? It's annoying. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of coronavirus fatigue myself. I just wanted to bring it up at the beginning of the stream, answer a couple of questions, and I also had a comment from the Asuma Says channel that I really liked and wanted to bring up. So I'm going to read that. I bookmarked it. Here it is. So this was from Squigs saying, thank you. There is a scary new trend among the youth with not believing authority on anything that is so stupid and dangerous that I can only imagine it comes of having no experience with the world. Playing rebel and saying the doctors are dumb might make you feel good about yourself, like you're some secret genius that understands medicine better than doctors. But you're playing with people's lives when you do that. This trend extends way throughout life and has gotten awful over the past 4 years or so. And you telling people that they are not smarter than the experts is a great service to someone that might act like that and look up to you. So here's what I think about that comment. I can cast my mind back to a time when I was someone who didn't like authority, didn't trust experts. I had pretty much the attitude they're describing. And I also can tell you that that was way before 4 years ago, and that it's probably been around for a long time, that youth generally have disdain for authority sometimes. Now I think it's an emotional thing, and I'm not telling you like this is my answer, I know what's going on. This is just what I think, alright? This is my guess. I think it's emotional. If I look back on what would motivate me to think and feel like anti-authority type things and be distrustful of government and believe in conspiracy back when I did, it was driven by, you know, uncertainty and not feeling like you're a part of society. And if I've been steered in the other direction to a place where I now tend to actually trust those sorts of sources more, it's because one, I've like found myself over time more and more interested in science and truth, and become interested in more educational types of topics and learning about the world. And two, it's also feeling like I have a place, a sense of being, and that's actually been given to me by all of you. When I started YouTube, I was probably still pretty close to that more conspiratorial mindset, but I've sort of been given a sense of purpose and community through what I do here on YouTube. I take great pride in it, and that has steered me to, you know, better feelings and better things. So I personally believe that kind of rebellion in young people when they want to distrust authority and whatnot, I think it's completely understandable. The world can be a scary place where your future is very uncertain. There's not a lot of safety nets out there for people. There's not a lot of prospects on the horizon sometimes when you're young, and so it makes a lot of sense to me that you could feel that way. So that is my response to that comment that I got on my video, and I pass it off to all of you now if you have any thoughts on that. Perhaps you're someone who doesn't like experts, doesn't like all this opinion on what to do, the government's authority telling you to self-isolate and things like this. Let's have a look in chat. I think there's a balance between trusting the experts and not. You shouldn't dismiss the experts, but you shouldn't blindly trust them 100% either, says Ori. I kind of agree. If I could expand on what you said, I think it's that you need to try and find multiple sources of information, and you tend to find something that feels rational and reasonable that overlaps, that tends to make sense. That's kind of my experience with that. You know, who do you trust? Because you can find experts that contradict each other. It's kind of a common thing. Chat is moving very fast, and I'm trying to pick out... Okay, so someone said vaccine causes autism. That's going down a whole other rabbit hole there. I'd recommend learning about causation and correlation and logical fallacies. You see, the age at which you discover autism in a child, or whatever the correct word to use for that is around the age that you find vaccines. Also, autism has been on the rise. So has global populations, and so has the ability to detect and test people for autism. So numbers can be very tricky, and correlations aren't actually always quite what they seem. And there is extensive conductive research that I've heard talked about, you know, confirming it doesn't, but people tend to think a little bit more with their feelings too often, and when you think with your feelings, you know, it's it's a case of people are fearful of what might happen to their children, and that's totally understandable. So, you know, I can see why people would think that out of fear as well, but it would appear to not be so. Right. Having autism isn't even that bad, says Sidji. That's the other thing as well. It's like autism, I mean, everyone's a little bit autistic. Everyone's unique and individual, and for some reason, when people seem to be more unique and individual than others, we want to put a label on it. But there's probably good reasons for doing that as well, isn't there? Yeah, nothing wrong with being autistic at all. Can we steer it back to the oh Jesus. I read a message there and I'm like, I'm not sure what you're trying to achieve with that question, but it's pretty grim. Can we steer it back to the original thing though? Like we're getting pulled away. I really wanted to see what people had to say. If you have a distrust for authority, how you feel about what's going on with Corona and all these experts telling you to do this and to do that. This makes me mad. I have an autistic relative. They're amazing, says Gamer Fox. Yeah, that was another thing. If you don't know someone who's autistic, it's probably easier to have a negative opinion, right? Honestly, chat is moving so fast, it is so difficult to pick out a message. I wonder if I could... Oh, if I could just pause it for a second. Honestly, I think I might have to give up. Someone suggests sub-only mode. Stellian, if you're there, can we have sub-only mode for a bit as an experiment? I don't want to disclude non-subs from chatting, but maybe it'll give me an opportunity to answer a question, because quite honestly, as I'm reading them, they're just moving too fast to read. Too fast to read, and that ain't good. Okay, we've got 10:17. That is 27. That makes me feel good. I haven't goofed. I haven't goofed and gaffed. Okay, it's sub only. So if you're a subscriber and you got a message about what we're chatting about, then now's your opportunity. We won't keep it on this for long. It's not that I have a distrust of authority, but more so a distrust of the current right-wing governments of UK, US. I'm currently abroad in the UK and they're handling this crisis terribly. Yeah, I mean... I think it's... personally, I feel like it's not a time to politicise it and make it about left and right. I think it's the time to stick together and work together. I think it would be a bit dangerous to... like, unproductive and unhelpful. You know, like, get through this first and then maybe reflect on it after and learn from it. But the other thing is... with these things, it's always an opinion. You don't actually know how it would have been if someone else was in power, right? Like... there's many different ways you can act and respond to it, and sometimes it's, you know, your reaction might be more emotional than you realise. Like, it might not actually matter what kind of actions are being taken, it will never feel like enough, right? I'm not saying that that's the case for you, but just, that's kind of like my gut reaction to that. You never do quite know, right? Okay, sub mode is off again. What way do you think is the best way to fight it? Sighty, I think the best way to fight it is to educate yourself by reading the material available on the World Health Organization website and listening to podcasts. Joe Rogan did one with... well, his name's Michael O. I know the second letter. Sorry, his second name. The first letter is O. And then Sam Harris has put out 2 fantastic podcasts. Now these are with vetted people from within organisations that deal with this type of stuff. They appear to be experts, and by listening to 3 different people, because Sam Harris has 2 podcasts, by listening to 3 different people, and I mean these things go on for hours. They're not these bite-sized bits of information that you get from like your ITV and your BBC. They're like proper full-on conversations that go in depth with professionals, experts, people in the know, and they're really, really informative. But you will hear, even within them, that there are disagreements and whatnot. So I think it's important that you follow the advice of the government, because you know we can have different opinions on what's the wrong or right way to do it, but the important thing is to work together. You know what they're saying about washing your hands is really important. Social distancing is important. Yeah. Trust experts, but with a little bit of suspicion, says... where did that one go? I mean, yeah, Kragan. Yeah, but why with suspicion? Why should we? It's because the nature reality is really unbelievably difficult to actually prove. I mean, theoretical physics hasn't come along and gone, oh, we've got all the answers, here you go. They're still trying to figure it out. And for all the years we've been trying to figure out the nature of reality, we keep finding more mysteries. And, you know, the fact is, what's really going on at the bottom of everything is incredibly difficult and complex to understand. And so even experts who have been studying something for years of their lives come, you know, and have all sorts of different insights and views and takes and perspectives. So that's why you can have, you know, experts saying different things about something, because these are incredibly complex and difficult systems, how viruses come about and spread, and we're all trying to figure it out through statistics and data, and we're all going to fall folly to our own human shortcomings of biases and whatnot. So that's why you can have, you know, experts with different opinions, and that's why I think it's smart to sort of inform yourself to some extent through listening to multiple different sources. Anyway, the problem is that a lot of people do not go and research why social distancing is helpful, and instead will disregard it. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of experiencing around me, is just other people not willing to actually like learn, and they're just hearing whatever, you know, the BBC has condensed into a little 3-minute video on YouTube, or like a short thing in the newspaper. It's a good time to listen to a podcast. Let me put it like that. Like, you can learn a lot at the moment about what's happening, but if you're going to read those websites, they ain't so good. You can unwet sponges in the Nether now, right? Yeah, you can, can't you? That's like a free way to unwet them. Huh. I don't mind doing it this way, though. This is fine. I really wish that there was some more spawns around here. Now, how much dirt have I got? Let's go actually play some dirt. Like, the idea is that we want to have dirt covering this entire area. Okay, I seem to have slowed down tremendously. I need some enchantments on these boots, you know what I mean? How do you feel the coronavirus will affect the economy? I mean, the economy is something I'm, as I've gotten older, become kind of fascinated with. How does it work? What is it about? Like, when I was younger, it was just like some boring thing that people used to talk about, oh, the economy. But now I kind of get it. It's all the moving parts of the world, right? And how interconnected we all are. And it looks like it's going to affect it in a really bad way, but I don't know, you have to wait and see. Like, will there be a bounce back effect when everything starts coming back into play? I have no idea. But I understand like what's going on. People can't work, services and shops shut down, and they might be difficult to reboot. That's why the government is rolling out these massive measures to give money to businesses in the form of loans to keep them going. It also shows you the weakness of the system we have running, though. Like, that we're in this situation. It's pretty dire. Right, let's read some noises in the air. I've been behind on them for a moment, haven't I? I've been behind on them, and I got a cup of tea that's going clearly cold. Right, where do we get to? That one there. I read that one. I know that. And that one. Bushwhacker NA has subscribed to Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much. Michael Stickle is here with a donation saying, in the Netherlands, at 8 o'clock around the country, we applaud outside for the doctors and other essential personnel to help the victims and people keeping the stores stocked. I live across a hospital, so it was awesome to see they noticed. That is really nice. That is a great thing to do. Thank you for your donation, dude. Yeah, there's lots of people working really hard for us, and that's one of the things about the coronavirus, is that I think when people downplay statistics and numbers, you're not quite seeing the impact of what this is going to do. Having this virus spread, it is going to, country by country, send more and more people into our healthcare systems. And not just people because they have the coronavirus, but regular people that need treatment. That would have been there anyway, right? And it's going to put a real strain on that system. And those systems could potentially collapse, crumble, or operate at a lesser capacity than desired. And so those people working in healthcare right now are, you know, they deserve more than a round of applause. They're going to be holding it together for us. But the problem is that this can send too many people and really put those systems under strain. Right, I finished my cup of tea. That's terrific. MPA Dutch is also here with a donation saying, hi X, I've been watching since the early days of Hermitcraft Season 2. Wow, old school right here. Old school. Just finished the clay hunt. I remember one of your first live streams mining out the wastelands. Since I've watched all the Hermitcraft episodes on YouTube. Love the content, please keep going. You know, I will continue to go. I've got so much inspiration for this game. And the community of Hermitcraft and the adventure that we are on. I will be continuing for some time, my friend. But thank you ever so much for a lovely message. I always really love to hear those sort of like I've been around ones, because you know I've been around for that long too. Funny enough. But yeah, Hermitcraft Season 2 was an interesting season. That was a season with a crazy grind. Crazy grind. I loved it. And thinking about it, that would have been my first season where I was like starting as a full-timer. I kind of went full-time rather early on YouTube because I was not earning a lot. I was earning like less than minimum wage basically. And the EU also passed legislation to attack the group of workers that I was a part of. And that was pretty abysmal. And so I was like earning absolute hands money, and then it went even worse. And I was like, well, this YouTube thing, you know, I might as well do that. And then the rest is history. Thanks, European Union. Oh, I don't know. Thank you so much, dude. Blues Wolf 1996 here for 5 months. Joins chat. I like pie. Leaves chat. Not really leaving. Says Blues Wolf. Yeah, that was, I think I was replying to someone's live stream, and then everyone saw it on Isgal's video and thought it was funny. So that's the story of that one, you know. When it's flat like this, it should really be dirt, but I'll get it all fixed eventually. It's fine. It's fine. So let's do that. Actually, no, I don't want to mine that dirt. I'll mine this dirt. This is a very weird process over here. It's just confusing me. I'm like taking resources from the river and then putting a roof on the river is essentially what I'm doing. It's a very strange process, I know. Very unusual. But hey, it's a new season of Hermitcraft. We're doing things a new way. You know, we never knew that we could get sand, dirt and gravel and clay just from mining out a river and help build a farm as well. That is a naturally occurring bit of cave right there. Bit of caveage. Let's now find our way to some water. swim up. Should do this here as well, shouldn't I? Petition for X to make the pie shop with I like pie. I tell you what, if I had a little bit more time, I'd be very tempted to do that. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. My base this season is going to be big, and it's going to take up a lot of time. So, for that reason, I need to kind of not get too distracted. Okay, we've still got 27 over here. That's terrific. We got Bastes Fury, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Pickle Rick 127 is here for 3 months. Golden Ease, Pancake Plays, Large Money Banks for 20 months. We got Lulu Tiffany, G Think, RPO J Man, Crisper 1910, Jake Heck, all subscribing. Block Engineer 3 is here for 5 months saying, "Hey X, so happy I can watch your streams while being stuck at home and not at school. Keep up the good work." Glad to have you with us, dude. Appreciate you coming by. We got Claudius 2357 subscribing with Amazon Prime. So is Step Bralex, Melia Panda, and Spartan Master 120 is here for 2 months as well. And we are caught up on the noises in the ear. Amazing, right? What are you building? I want to know. Join the petition, says Frosty Franz. I mean, my goal here is just to cover the river in dirt. But we're also going to hollow out the water below, because then we can use... well, eventually we'll be able to build a squid farm, right? Because squid spawn in the river. We're also using it to get the dirt, to fill it in, and to get clay, sand and gravel. So we're kind of like eating the resources and changing the terrain. That's the project of the day that you're seeing right here. So with that little bit over there done, I kind of wanted that to go a little bit further back. We can fill this bit in around here where it's nice and shallow really easily. Aha, and then there'll be moments like this where I'm like, but I also want this clay. So I will take the clay. Yes, I will. I could really do with a silk touch shovel, actually. That'd be kind of useful. I can hear an Enderman, and like, oh, I reckon there must be a cave underneath here. I can hear all sorts of grizzlies moaning and groaning. Do you play different types of game on off time? I don't know quite what you mean by that, but I don't play other games very much. Pretty much Minecraft. I'm going to play Final Fantasy on my treadmill a lot. And then when Doom Eternal comes out, I plan on making videos on that, which would be a little tricky to juggle. But I've been making preparations. I've got an assistant now who's helping me with taking some tasks off of my hand. And if that continues to go well, then I should be able to manage doing Doom Eternal on my second channel. However, I might wait. I probably will wait, actually, for that graphics card. But actually, now with Corona and stuff, I'm probably not going to get it for a while. So probably will just actually play the game. Do you play mobile games, says Vince Tillian. No, I have played a few here and there, but absolutely not anymore. I've rid myself of playing mobile games. I now have on my iPad, I've got Brilliant, and so if ever I have a moment to like not know what to do, I've got something educational. I try and learn some number theory, or logic is my favourite course. I've always really liked logic and understanding sort of reasoning and whatnot, so that's been a good one. This is such a strange process over here. I feel like I'm almost not making progress as I... Oh, well, I know where those three are. It's the NHO. And they're in the end together. It's the end of the NHO. Isn't Dog streaming? Isn't that what people said? Are they doing it on a live stream? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Have you played The Witness? It's a game full of logic puzzles, which is a turn-off for most people. You might like it. I did see that game, but I never played it. I tell you what game was like logic and puzzles in a brilliant way. Infinite Factory. That was an amazing game. I played that on my channel. That was just such a brilliant combination of styles of game. And it was kind of like a manufacturing engineering solutions type thing. Like you were making a printing press of 3D models and you had to figure out how to make these things and move them about. It was really challenging and the game was quite deep. It was really fun. You could play it as a beginner and there was lots to do, and then you know its difficulty curve just kind of kept going and going. Really great game. And if you want to watch it, there's a series on my channel from a long time ago when I talk like this. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of Infinite Factory. Today fun will be mandatory. We will have lots and lots of fun playing this game. Never gets old. Never gets old. Never ever. Alright, we got more noises in the ear, have we? Merely a Panda is subscribed. I think I read that one. Spartan Master as well. Thank you ever so much for subscribing. Rotten Meme is here with cheers and bits saying first time donating on Twitch. And also first time I've watched you. Alright. Thank you for your cheers and bits. I appreciate that. And thanks for tuning in today. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. We got Jake Heck here with a donation saying, hey X, just wanted to say I've been watching Minecraft for years and it's always very refreshing to find a group of people that just play Minecraft. Keep it up. I appreciate you. Alright, okay. I look forward to seeing the fan art. I love fan art. Makes my day to see that stuff. So I appreciate it. We also got Benathy here gifting a sub to Tony OK Go. Thank you ever so much for gifting that sub and supporting the community here, dude. Very kind of you to do that. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. We got Of Sora here with a donation. Saying my year at our school is in a situation where we don't know if we're going to have to finish finals in May or next year. It is really stressful, but your streams are lighting up my evenings. Thank you for the lovely message. I appreciate the donation. You know, I don't know if I should be saying this or not, but I wouldn't worry too much. You know, I think we'll find a way. I've been keeping my eye on some of the discussion about like schools and other like sports as well, talking about when things should end and all this. I mean, they're not going to leave behind a generation of people, right? I mean, if I were you, you're at home, out of the school environment, try and make the most of it. Like, self-educate. It's a tricky one, but like, if you can be motivated to revise and learn your subject really well, you could look at it as an opportunity to really help yourself. The time, you know, that you have now to do that might pay dividends if they decide they're going to do it next year, and then you've had like a whole extra year to study. And they could do that, surely, right? Like, it would be difficult, tricky to organise, but you know, just we'll figure out a way. We'll get it done, surely. I find it really difficult to think that they would leave behind like a generation of students. That would be mad, surely, you know? With sports is also really interesting as well. I personally think that the season that we have should end, and because I've had time to think about it, you know, like for any sports fans out there, the sport I'll talk about is football, but it probably applies to many sports. For example, like Liverpool, I mean, it would be so cruel to not give them the title. They've practically won it. I mean, before this all happened, I was looking at the calendar and it was like, it's a couple of fixtures away. If they can win the next 2 games, it's theirs. And no one's going to catch them. I think everyone knows that. So it'd be unbelievably cruel to take it away from them. And there's some not so cut and dry situations, right? You know? But I think they should do it in a way where you end this season, and whatever the time difference is between this one and the next one, you know, let's abandon the idea that we have to have a whole year of football played or whatever, right? Like, we'll just make it work for this season. So maybe we're not playing football again for another 3 months. We'll stagger those games out, and then in the off season create an extra tournament or something. You know, I think it'd be it just wouldn't be right to throw away this season just because this crisis has happened. So I think they should handle things in a way where they try and see out the seasons and make them count. And you know, it might mean the next one gets delayed a bit or something, or you make some sort of miniature in between tournament. But I just think writing it off completely is really unfair. Right, yeah, let's come up here. Is it night time? It is. Do I have my bed on me? Yes, let's sleep. Nope, Bren will sleep, don't worry. Light it up, X says thick mustard. I believe we've been doing that, right? We've been lighting it up. Okay. What company does Hermitcraft host the server? Or is it a home dedicated server? We use a hosting company, but we're not sponsored by anyone, or you know, it's not a Minecraft host. It's just a server company. Right, I think there was sand somewhere around here, right? Yeah. So I want to get all of this stuff is what I'm getting at. Oh, it's only too high though. It's kind of weird to put in all this work and it's just too high. Yeah, I think I might. Let's be real here. There are gravel patches we will end up travelling to. There are sand patches we will end up travelling to. If I fuss too much over getting this stuff, I am kind of... maybe I should have thought of that earlier. I think what I'm doing right now doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. When we're clearing the water out for our farm, that's when it makes sense to take the sand. But when we're sort of digging it out of these environments, it feels like it's slow, and it's probably not the smartest thing to do. And I need some dirt to fill in the hole. Did we have any else? I think we kind of don't. There's also the option of just ripping it off the bottom of the river and then letting it float to the surface and picking it all up and using that. But anyway, we've got some sand. I needed sand. And we've got some clay. Woohoo. Woohoo. So if I... Hang on a minute. I've got to think this through here. So let's go over there, expand that bit, cover it in, and then dig out all of that dirt. That seems to be the way to go. Yeah. Alright, noises in the air. Karat Kavat with 3 months of resubscription saying, "Hi X, thanks for being such a great source of entertainment and advice. You're the best." Thank you for the lovely message, dude. Appreciate it. We've got Puzzle Freck here for 28 months saying, "You hermit crafters, always refreshing my lust of this game." It is a wonderful game, right? Isn't it? It's an interesting point though, that like people that play the game are keeping interest in it in a weird way. But that's the thing, it's always been a sandbox for creativity, and I guess being able to do new things and people being creative is kind of inspiring. We got Modulo Drive here with a donation saying, "Hi Asuma, do you know of any open source Minecraft projects that are in need of contribution? I'd love to combine my love of Minecraft with my love of coding." Yeah, the replay mods. That is open source. And I believe iJevin is working on it with some people. Let's put that there underneath those leaves. There we go. And yeah, that's an open source project that desperately needs updating. So yeah, go check out the replay mods. Like, people will be very happy, especially hermits, to see that mod come back, because it makes the videos so much more amazing to have replay mod. CDog G95342 has subscribed. By the way, Mojulo, thank you again for your donation. Appreciate it. We got Moxis here with cheers and bits saying, "I got into the Hermitcraft server through Mumbo, but you quickly became my favourite hermit, Asuma. Keep up the good work." Oh, thank you very much. Glad you found us. Glad you enjoy what I do. Thanks for the cheers and bits. Appreciate you. I hope Optifine turns open source, says Sepia. Oh right, yeah, that's not an open source project, is it? I did at one point message them and ask them if they ever needed the resources of someone like myself being able to contact people and get help or find coders or whatever, but I never got a reply. I don't know if they got the email, but given the way they conduct themselves, I think they're probably happy doing it the way they're doing it and don't really look for help, is the impression that I get. Because when you see like a program is, you know, not updating and you're like, oh, I need Optifine, it doesn't mean that the people doing it feel the same way, you know. They might just enjoy doing it and they're not in a rush, which is perfectly fine. It's, you know, it's their thing. But I don't know the details of what their attitude is towards it. Why are people reposting their messages, says Owned to Her. What if that was a reposted message, eh? People repost them because they want their message responded to, and I can't respond to all of them. So if there's one that doesn't get responded to, they tend to post it a second time. Is what I noticed, or many times sometimes. Which personally I'm alright with, but you know, chat is my moderator's domain, so it's really up to them what they're allowed. I kind of get why people do it, you know. But the problem is you can send it too many times and it can get spammy or whatever, so always listen to my mods, peeps. Chat is their domain, remember that. Is that a gravel? Oh, have we found a sneaky gravel patch down here? Thank you very much. I really need Silk Touch on this shovel. And do you know what? The other project we're going to work on today is actually our XP farm. So we might try and get that enchantment and do some work over there next. I've got some quartz. Might need a little bit more to do some work on that room. Is there a mob up there? Right, yeah, I think we'll finish up this little patch for resources, and then we'll be on our way. I think we've done enough here today, right? Yeah, we've been here for over an hour. I think it's good to move on after a while. But this is going to be a grindy project, that is for sure. Go to the Nether to dry the sponges, says Michael Stickle. I'm fine with using the furnace, you know. It don't bother me that much. All of that dirt will be mine as well. There is a lot of sand back here. Okay, that's got to be dirt. And away goes all the water. Brilliant. Why do you wish to be self-sufficient? Isn't community engagement the gist of entertainment? Says Aravalian. It is, yeah, but it's, you know, it doesn't mean I have to do that, right? Does it? The reason I want to be self-sufficient is just because I'm very motivated by Minecraft projects. Although I interact with the other hermits, I'm not sort of driven by interaction, which is what you might see in other people's content. And so I just, you know, I wanted to build this mega base, and I didn't really want to like fill it with what I would call, I don't know, fluff. It's kind of cruel, but for me it'd be fluff to, I don't know, fill it with more thematic based stuff, right? Like I'm always driven by the project. I like theming things, but it has to have a reason, and that reason is usually Minecrafty, okay? Not roleplay for me. So as much as I love interacting and appreciate all of that, it's just I know that I'm motivated by the Minecraft game and the Minecraft objectives and the unleashing of creativity, and sometimes that can be stalled if, you know, you've decided that you're not going to make this type of farm or that type of farm. And so what I wanted to do in my base this time was have an opportunity to do everything, really. And so I wanted to be self-sufficient, which is what a couple of other hermits are doing this time. And if that is so, it's probably a sign that, you know, last season's abundance of resources and whatnot has made people think about playing the game a little differently this time, perhaps. Okay, now we've got water coming down here, which is not good. Ugh, there we go. Ugh. Okay. How much dirt do we actually have? It doesn't feel like when we reclaim all this dirt down here, it doesn't feel like we're actually getting a lot, but I guess we get tons of sand along with it, so it'll be worthwhile. Right, now to cover it over again. By the way, we got noises in the ear from Board Drom. Board Drom, thank you for subscribing. We also got Free Free. So thank you ever so much for your subscription. Lucy Batch's favourite superhero. I'm not a fan of superhero comic book type stuff, really. It's never drawn me in. It's not for me. Season 6 was great, but 7 should not be a rehash of it, says On to Her. Well, I'm sure it won't. Each season's unique, right? Like all sorts of different things going on in our world. I mean, it's certainly not going to be a rehash for me. What did I do last time? I played very communally with the shops. I was decentralized. I didn't have a base. You know, this time I'm being self-sufficient and I'm building a mega base. Not really going to focus on shops. I've got my honey shop because I wanted to open something to get involved at the beginning, but I don't know. I've got no plans for another shop. If I do a shop, I don't think I'll be selling items. I'll try and sell a service. I think that would be more interesting. Like a long time ago, I made a shop called Dig for Hire, where you could hire me to come and dig out a hole for you. I had one customer and it was Cleo, I think. That was back in season 2. Not Chian says season 2 shop, respect. Respect. Season 2 was the first time we did a shopping district. Although that being said, there probably maybe was some form of shopping in season 1. I'm trying to think back. Like, didn't really realise how amazing shops and whatnot were at that particular point in time, right? But yeah, season 2. I don't know if it was entirely my idea, but I was certainly involved in coordinating it. But we had this like, season 2's almost like 2 seasons, because we decided not to reset the world, but to go to a new area together. And everyone came along. We actually like built an entirely new village. So we had like a second communal area. See, look, I run out of dirt again really quick. Doesn't feel like you claim a lot from below when doing it this way, but yeah, this is a process what we're doing here. It'll take me a while to clear this out. I wonder when False wants these back. I'm thinking, when I next get on here, I'm going to want to crack on and keep doing more of that. I need some sponges for myself, don't I? Need some sponges for myself. Oh! Not again! Getting creeped on this side and getting creeped on that side. Oh! Jeez! It's a conspiracy! Oh my word! Okay, that's getting clipped. Double creeper action. What's going on? What's going on? I'm paranoid now. Oh, and now I need more dirt. Stinking. Oh, I'm glad I noticed that. Oh! Oh, jeez, I never... Triple creeper! Oh, my word, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Oh, jeez. Whew. Right, let's get rid of this nighttime before something else comes and blows me up. Oh, I'm paranoid now. Well, that was action-packed. Yikes. How did I not put torches down there, you know? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? What are you lot up to? Hide and seek, is this? Oh. Oh, right in your face that was, and somehow didn't destroy you. Oh, you're a cheaty creeper. Stop cheating. Okay. Okay. That could have been lethal. Well, I guess I forgot to put torches in here, right? And oakley dokley, we're heading out of here. Right, when I have more dirt, that'll get cleaned up better. But, that'll have to do. That'll have to do. So we got more gravel. Right, which one's gravel? That one. We got the flint. Got more sand, apparently. And then we got False's sponges. Okay, I'm going to have to go to a guardian temple. Right. No! Ugh. Did that wrong. Okay, we're good to head out of here. Let's try and avoid some spoilers by going to this portal over here. Beautiful. Beautiful landing. Graceful. Elegant. We got noises in the air. We got the Rectator 12 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Big Cheb is also subscribing with the Prime subscription. Okay, we got to go this direction. Oh wait, where is False? Doc Knox is here at Cheers and Bits saying anything you wish to improve upon in MC. Yes, inventory management. I think we need a bigger inventory. We need a better way of storing blocks and moving them about and whatnot. That's the big thing for me. Inventory management. Need more tools there. Joel Wretch is here for 5 months. 5 creepers for 5 months, maybe. I think we had 4 in total, right? 1 early on, then 2, and then a 3rd one in the cave. Maybe there was a 5th one at one point. Thank you ever so much, dude. Appreciate it. Or are you suggesting there will be a 5th? Landscaper 92 is here for 3 months. Whoa! Spoiler alert! Exclusive previews. I am joking, USCal. What is he talking about? Oh, they're talking about something technical. Here we go. Cheers! I could have dried it! I was just in the nether! Oh, what a derp. What a derp. Oh, press that derp button, they said. Oh my words. They always want one derp, don't they? We got Mac here with a donation saying, I think there should be a huge free-for-all for the diamond stack in the shipping area at the end of the season. Make a proper Roman Colosseum kind of style thing and hash it out. That would be good. Pass it on to the other hermits. I would like to build a stadium. I've wanted to build a stadium for a while, like an arena, you know, whatever, for fighting. Oh, wow. Look at that exclusive preview. That is a beautiful looking build over there. I was thinking, you know, building like a more classic stadium, but I wonder if I can build one in my area. Build it to my build style that I've got planned. That would be interesting. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. We got Shark Person, part shark. Here for 5 months saying, yeah, I made it this far. One thing I have to say, people life, if like a cupcake, it's sweet for a little bit. Don't make a fuss of it you do, then life will turn to salt. When it does, then just keep adding sugar. Let me read that again. I have to say, people life if like a cupcake, it's sweet for a little bit. Don't make a fuss of it. If you do, then life will turn to salt. When it does, then just keep adding sugar. I don't comprehend, but I appreciate the subscription, dude. We also got Colonel of Popcorn here. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. I just remembered I wanted to get some quartz, right? I think I'm just going to get the quartz from the spoilers. Yeah. Oh, I've already got loads of quartz, you know. Yeah, I did a whole thing for my video. To be fair, actually, you see it in the first like minute or two, so it's not like the worst, you know. I'm always concerned about spoiling my videos. Maybe it will get you more excited. You'll be like, I've seen it, but now I want to watch the video. How did that happen? How did that get there? You might be thinking, why is my pick fully repaired? What's that got to do with that? Why is that significant? Why did you leave your ender chest there? Don't leave your ender chest there. You know, that's silly. You might need that in a minute. I probably will need it in a minute. Thank you very much. Right, we'll grab that. We'll grab that, we will. We've got Dark Haze 26. Subscribe with Amazon Prime as well. Thank you ever so much. Peeps. B, like my face, sure to hit the follow. The follow button here on Twitch. I just fell down the ladder. I just fell down the ladder. What types of music do you like? Says Useful Pineapple. Death metal. That's what I like. I like all sorts of music. You can go to Google and search Asuma music blog, and then you can find out about all the music that I like. Actually, yeah, good point. There are some spoilers behind me that I really don't want to spoil, but this, I've been busy. Oh, I spoiled it! No! Oh, you saw some blurry blocks off in the background. Now you're never going to watch my videos again. Okay, let's mine this stuff. Have you died yet? Says Goat Crazy. You have to watch my next episode if you think I've died. Okay. You have to watch it. Put metal on the background, says Super. But metal's just screaming and noise and horrible stuff. Oh, not metal. Jeez. Just a bunch of people screaming. That's all it is. They're not playing instruments. They're just making noise. But then again, isn't all music noise? Jeez, I don't know. I'll shut up. I want to hear you swear, says Mark Powell. Mark Powell, there is no swearing on this channel. When will you learn? Jeez. Wanting me to swear. Not on. Got any tips for streaming, says the reckon. Oh, well, that's gone off the screen because everyone's spamming. Everyone's spamming now. Great. Can't read your message. When it comes to tips, I'm always down to give tips, but I prefer if you like ask something a little bit more specific. Because if I'm like, hey, get a computer, you know, I think 99% of people asking that question are going to be like, dude, I've got a computer, don't worry about it, you know. But if it's like, I don't know, like, hey, just relax, chill out, and enjoy the experience, you might be like, well, duh. But some people will be like, oh yeah, actually, I kind of didn't think of that. I should just try and enjoy it. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I need specifics. I need Pacific Oceans. Right, now let's drop down here and gracefully swoop on down and find any little bits and bobs that managed to escape our grasp when we were at the top there. Not very much, for the looks of it. Not very much. Okay, cool. And now we want to... We want to make all the noises. Someone said rip Iskall. Did Iskall die? Oh, with a skeleton. Jeez, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate, buddy. Why did you leave before level 30? Just to spite you, Bombrolly. Oh, and that Bombrolly's watching. He'll hate it if I don't get 30 levels. Aha, take that. I wasn't even looking. You know, I wasn't even looking. I'm in a silly mood, it's clear. Hey, your thumbnails are actually the most intriguing. How do you make them, says Aravalian. With a combination of screenshots, the Puka helping me out with renders of my character, and also trying to make them intriguing. And it's actually something I aim to do. So it's good to know that I have succeeded. Right, now what I want to do is have our enchanting table somewhere around here. Now, what's kind of annoying is that if I'm going to measure out this area and figure out where that is, the core component of this is kind of in the way. So I think think what I'll do is temporarily disable this. Temporarily. Ugh, it's going to be a pain in the bum. I tell you, a pain in the bum. Working on this now. Right. Let's go over here. Grab the tool chest. Chuck these things in. Then we need to find a home for all this other stuff. I need to smelt it up. Oh, I've got so much to do now. Got so much to do. Gonna need some fuel. Let's get 2 of those going. Is that making some weird noises? We got noises in here, by the way. We got Sandman logo and joke to win for 20 months. Thank you ever so much for your continued support. Appreciate it. How do you make a custom skin for Minecrafters matches? Well, you need like, you know, image editing software, because your skin is just an image. Your skin is an illusion. Oh, what is that song with the lyrics? Life is just an illusion trying to kill you, or something like that. Oh god, what is that song? That has totally vividly popped into my head. Obviously not that vividly, I can't remember the lyrics. Cheesy Taco is here subscribing. Thank you so much, Cheesy Taco, for subscribing. But you put food on my mind again. I don't appreciate it. How do you work on your tonality? Oh, that's an interesting question. How did you work on your tonality to break away from a natural monotone? This is LW Killer. You know, if you go listen to episode 1 and then listen to episode 800, you know, that didn't happen in a day. It happened in years. It was just the process of constantly making videos and becoming more comfortable, more expressive, you know, like I just kind of naturally over time expressed what I enjoyed better through my voice. It sounds a little bit weird because, you know, it's just like you're like stationary until you experience it. You don't quite know what that's like until you go through it. But you know, when you're sitting here and every day you're just talking over and over again, it's like that voice will change, and your expression will come through a little bit more. Do you talk the same way off and on the mic, says Dudo Man? No, not really. I mean, no, because when I'm with people I know, I'm not the B guy in Minecraft, right? I'm me. This is just a part of me. This is the part of me that sits down at the computer and has fun with all y'all. So my voice does change in that way. But learning to talk, like learning to express myself this way, has definitely changed my articulation, my tone of speaking in my more normal day-to-day voice, if you like. So they influence each other, but they're definitely different. But it's different as well. Like sitting here and having fun with all y'all is different from the kind of activities I do elsewhere. So they're different things, really. Right, what I need to do is shut down this. No more skellies. Get out of here, scamps. And start to open this up. We're going to be without an XP farm now. Ooh. That might have been a mistake. I've also had another idea. What if we could see the skellies coming through? That might be a really interesting little twist on this farm, right? Don't even... Yeah, fight each other to the death. Bam. That's what you got to do. So, as we start to move this area about, we're gonna need like chests to put things in, and we should put them where they're clearly not going to be a part of what we're doing. So if I clear out a little space over here for some chests, I think that'll be a good thing. And we got a noise in the ear. We got Jimmy Pup 3 and Brandy Rust 79 both subscribing. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. Story Mad says, what is Mumbo doing? Your guess is probably as good as mine. Actually, I know what Mumbo's doing. He's playing Minecraft. But don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Norman, it will be, Onasuma says. That it will. Okay, that can go in there. Right, so now as we start to disassemble and accumulate all sorts of stuff, we'll be able to sort it out about a bit. Oh yeah, and we're going to have a crowd of Skelly Bobs now. A whole crowd of them. What texture pack are you using, says Kazi? Vanilla Tweaks. It is a pack picker, where you can pick your pack. Funny enough. Okay, we're going to use this as our little throwaway area. I could sort of scrape the XP off of them. Scrape the XP. For all I can get. That would allow me to do a junk enchant and see if I can get Silk Touch. Now that I think about it. So it might not be a bad idea to use these temporarily. What I don't have in there is a book. Now a book is always useful, because if I ain't getting Silk Touch on a shovel, you get multi-shot. No. Oh, do you know what I can use for a junk enchantment as well? I can use this right here. So if we do a level 1, right, I got the power. Reclaim the power, and we still ain't got enough. So let's try this. Almost there. Fawns, that's got to be worth a lot, right? I actually figured out what it was all worth. I did it in a myth busting episode. Surprise, surprise, I remember, don't I? Yeah, of course I do. I remember exactly what it does. Unbreaking, no thanks. Then we check the book. That's why there's a book there. Nah. Now we do a dud enchantment. Oh, I don't have the lapis. Okay, dud enchantment. There you go. So yeah, that'll be the grind, won't it, to go through all of that. So anything that's enchanted, we want to take. And I'm gonna let all of that stuff actually go on the floor. I only want bones, really. Bones and enchantments. Wow, that's got a lot of stuff. Bones and enchantments. Well, that one's good as well. Bones and enchantments. Yeah, this one's got quite a lot of stuff up here. Right, let's do this. Oh, that one doesn't have anything. There you go, level 30. Okay, let's get rid of this. It's a bit tedious, this, isn't it? Right, so what do we get? Unbreaking. Fire aspect. No one wants that. You have a slightly better chance of getting a better enchantment when you use gold. That might help you get a little bit more XP back in a way, but probably not. Okie dokie. Enchanted. That's not. Yeah, that is these trousers. And is that everything? Nope, that bow. That one. I think that's actually everything now. So if I take the bones out of there, then we want to break these chests. Where is my axe? There is my axe. Fantastic. I have no school right now, so it's boring, but watching you cheers me up, says Bodhi. I'm glad I can help cheer you up. Right, now what we do is we grab some chests, right? We jump... Oh, I can get rid of that as well. We jump into this spot, and we pick up all of the chests, but we don't pick up anything else. See, I'm showing you some pro Asuma moves. You know I've been playing this game for years now. Takes years to learn things like that, you know. You can't just learn it in a live stream. You can't just turn up to a live stream and learn how to do that. You know, it takes years of experience to figure that one out. Those carpets can just get destroyed because I was not prepared. Also, Now that I think about it, we don't want it going over there. Come on, destroy it all. Thank you. Right, now it's all gone. Now you're going to tell me, but X, you threw away your diamond kahoo with the amazing thing and the what's it. Jeez. Jeez, would I? Okay. What we got on the shovel now? It's not Silk Touch. You know, should I roll the dice on an efficiency 4, peeps? Huh! Should I roll the dice on the old efficiency 4? Some people are saying yes. And you know what? If someone tells you to do something, peeps, you know you always do it, right? That's sound advice. Okay, let's roll. We're rolling one die. You're gonna waste one diamond, you lot. Oh, you wasted a diamond. I can't. Oh, it's the last time I take advice from you lot. Experts? No, you're not. Who said you were an expert? I did. What? What are you talking about? Right. Okay, we need to dismantle more parts of this. All of that can go. Beautiful. It can all disappear now. Oh, no, not that bit, though. Jeez. I forgot about that. Whew. Hang on, who's shooting at me? There's one of you alive down there. Not anymore. Okay. That's good. Right, we know we're out with all of this. Pick those bits up. And remember, we got these chests out the back here to just chuck everything away. So, things related to what we... Oh, look at this. Just too much junk in my inventory. This is why we need better inventory management. Or maybe I need to manage my inventory better, is what you might say. But I'm in need of, like, a project-related... I'm just going to chuck a whole bunch of stuff in here, I think. Do I have gunpowder in here? See, I don't know where I'm storing gunpowder. Or quartz. Okay, yeah, so... Hang on, I need that. Oh, just get it out of my inventory, basically. So that came from over here, right? And now we've got more smooth quartz. Yay! Yay, we're going to use that up in a bit. Grindstone the shovel, says Disco Manco. That's an interesting proposal. If I actually had... Yeah. If I have this XP farm up and running, why not? Like, you just keep the XP rolling in. You lose a little bit of lapis. That's about it. That's a really good point. I'm a bit surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised I didn't think of that earlier. Of course I didn't think of it earlier. Now, let's think about this. We know that we can put lights this many blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can have a row of blocks with light 508. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? The 5th block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there. That could be our light source down here. What we could alternatively do is also figure out where we could put a stronger light source but further back. But I think that's probably going to be a little bit more on the tricky side. So if we press F3 and we look over here, like, where's the light level? Like 7, right? So if I come over here and we're at 14, yeah, now it's higher here, which means that torch is able to affect that farm in there. So those light sources need to be about 2 blocks further back. I think for what I want to do, I think it makes sense to not worry about that right now. Let me show you what I have in mind. Okay, we need to dig out a bit more of all of this. Now the skelly bobs will still go through this space, but they might go down a little bit lower. Is something to consider. Because we want to have a redstone torch right here. So their fate at the moment is kind of undecided. Oh jeez, we got hot lava in the area. Great, right where I want to send the skeletons. Yep. Yep, life ain't easy when you're a Minecrafter. Life ain't easy. So they're going to come through here, and judging on the height, might get away with putting a slab here. Let's try that. So that'll be a slab. So these will be light sources if you haven't followed. So I'll grab that. And grab the torches. Then we need the white carpets, which should be in here. Yep. Blatantly going to need more torches than that though, right? And apparently I got sticks in here. Okay. So now these are going to form a strip of light all the way across the front here. And eventually I guess they're going to meet up with the other strip of light, which looks like this might actually meet up with. Yeah. That's cool. I like that. Ooh, don't fall. Oh, I've just said don't fall in the hole. What do I go and do? Fall in it? Oh, what am I, some sort of Minecraft newbie? Have I not played this game before? Okay, so our lighting around this thing is controlled and very ambient. I like it ever so much. We're going to fill in this space here, and then we're going to put carpet on top of it, and then we're going to start to put in some quartz blocks next. We also need to get some of these chests out of the way, unfortunately. Here we go. Hey there, B-Zoomer, says Argbarger1. Hey there. I probably butchered your name, didn't I? Have we got more noises in here? We've got FloatSam78 resubscribing for 2 months in a row. Thank you ever so much, FloatSam. We also got DB Delaney4 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeet says yo yo yo. Yo 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 yeet. Yeeting. Let's go put some bones over the back here. Which would be probably more helpful if I didn't have all this extra junk in the trunk. So we'll try and jiggle some things here and there. I also don't need 2 stacks of arrows. Right, let's speed this up. So I'm going to move bones. I kind of don't really care much for the arrows right now. We'll get more in the future. So until I need excessive quantities of arrows, I'm going to let them despawn, I think. But it's the bones we certainly want. Always the bones. Is there going to be another stream weekend, says Useful Pineapple? If you go to Twitter, okay, and you search for the Hermitcraft Twitter account, or mine, I've retweeted it, you'll see there's an announcement about the next Hermitcraft livestream weekend, and when it is, and who's streaming, and all that cool stuff. All that cool jazz. Why don't you have Neverite? Is Hermitcraft not updated to that version, says Sharka? Yeah, we're on 1.15. We're not on 1.16 yet. And probably won't be until there's a full release. I think I'm going to get the XP for that. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what. Might as well hold on to the cobble. Right, now this stuff I'm not actually really prepared to put lava down because it's right in the middle of where I'm building. So, it is what it is. Chuck the cobble in here. Oh, it'll kind of take 5 minutes to just... Oh, these are going to be so annoying now. So annoying. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever, whenever. Just don't pick them back up, because then they take another 5 minutes. That's my reminder for myself. Clinton Steele says Diogenes. Actually, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all, really. But similar to using the lava bucket, because I would just... If I were extra diligent with the lava bucket, it would kind of be the same. But yeah, no, it would be a little bit... Like, that's a little bit easier, isn't it? Oh no, now I'm destroying the carpet anyway! What a terrible idea! It's not even destroying the items straight away. Oh, what was the point? Yeah, I didn't think about the carpet popping off, did I? Right. Smooth quartz makes these blocks. And what I envision is us finding, first of all, the middle. And then we're going to create like a beautiful drop-down area. I don't know how wide it's going to be. We also need to clear out this, and there's a lava lake back there, apparently. Apparently there's a lava lake, so we've got gravel to clear and lava to move. Right, I'm not seeing this lava lake yet, though. I know it was down here somewhere. Actually, it was lower down, wasn't it? It was where the skeletons were. Stonecutter, you're wasting quartz, people are saying. Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I just sort of clocked on to what people are saying. Wait, you get 1 for 1. 2 for, hang on. Oh yeah, you do. You save. You save. Thank you. I, for some reason, wasn't quite aware of that. Clearly not a professional Minecrafter, am I? But then again, I never claimed to be. Yeah, it's kind of great that this is here, because it means I can clear out this area we're going to build a building in. Nice and easy, and I get loads of gravel, which helps us make white concrete. It's all good there. There's that lava lake. I've been waiting to see that. There it is. There it is. Someone in chat said they had Doc stream up. What is Doc doing? Is he live streaming in the end? Because it looked like they all went to the end together. Like a collab live stream or something. Please put some light. We've got light right there. You just claimed to be a professional Minecrafter like 10 minutes ago, Bodhi. I would never ever contradict myself, okay? I would never do such a thing. Please burn some more carpet, says Diogene. You want me to burn more carpet? That is insane. Now the question here is... I didn't pick up some... Oh, I picked up some of those arrows. Question here is... How much deeper do I want this to go? Also, how low down are we? Oh, that might interfere with my design choices. Like, what if I can't go any deeper? Let's figure this out. Let's figure out the limitation first. I did not think of that. So I'll probably want to knock off the ones on either side. Yep, look at that. There's a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of it about. This might take a little bit of time, basically. Why does Mumbo keep leaving and joining the game, says South Sauce? I don't know, maybe he's got connection issues. I do not have the answer though. Right. Yeah, I thought there might be some there. There we go. So now we can go all the way down like this, and there's bedrock. Right, but then there's bedrock at that level. So it looks like we can go down there by 1 block. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, jeez. It's disappointing in a big way. I've sort of overlooked a fundamental part of my design, basically. I guess I could do things slightly different. Rather than go for it being down in a ditch, I could raise this idea upwards. So, I'm going to need... an enchantment table and a ring of hoppers at this level here. You can take the hoppers off to the side, so that would be like the bare minimum. So I can take this down. No, one more step. I can take it down 1 more step. The design idea I got in mind, I think. And it means the skeletons will go directly underneath us. Probably not going to have room to do anything fancy with glass, but now that I think about it, we probably never did. So let's think about this. The middle, right, so that would go here. So we'd have something like that, and then we'd have this layer. Now the idea is to make it look nice and glorious. Wow, that makes sounds. Okay, so it could be kind of like that. We don't have to put the thing in there straight away. It doesn't actually look as nice as I thought it would. I think I pictured it being bigger. I could actually make it wider, and then we could have glass, but you wouldn't really see the skeletons. Could always make the skeletons visible elsewhere. Yeah, this doesn't actually have to be as small as it currently is. It can be bigger, so maybe we'll mess around with the size of this now that we know we can kind of squeeze it in there. Is this directly underneath your jungle base or somewhere else, says Jackster-Max. It is directly underneath my jungle base. Remember, my jungle base is massive. It sprawns across an entire jungle biome. I wonder if I've got a torch to hand. Let's get a regular old torch on the go around here. Look, one. It's exactly what I needed, just one. Did all those arrows despawn as well? Terrific. I've got some more to throw away. And we also just got a noise in the ear from Theo the Pro 7. Theo, thank you ever so much for your subscription, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. The jungle biome is beautiful. I started experimenting with a base idea in there recently, says Amphi. It is a lovely biome, isn't it? Okay, let's experiment with this getting made a little bit wider, actually. Also, there's like a lot of sort of unleft space around here, isn't there? Okay, so we go here and here. Then all of this can come across. Do the same on the other side. So I've done that a little bit wrong. That there, that here, that over there. Bam, 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 bam. And now it's all a little bit bigger. So when you stand up, yeah, I definitely feel like it being bigger makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay, that's good. We have an enchanting table. Let's go put that in the correct spot. Now, whatever the skeletons, I don't know. Whatever they drop will be collected by hoppers. We can put carpet on top of the hoppers now that I think about it, so that's good. And the block this will be on is here, right? I think I see it coming together. Now, our skeletons are going to drop onto this. I'm actually wondering if maybe it should be elevated a little bit. And then you would see a hopper pointing down. That would be very easy to elevate if so I desire. Okay. Then, when the skeletons drop down, we need to pick like the perfect material for them to be contained inside of on this block. Now, I might go with glass, which would allow them to spread out. But if we have sweeping edge, I don't think it really disrupts us attacking them. So we'll have like a big beam of glass coming down here. I think that's going to work. So if I take this... Oh, no. Oh, I've just made a big mistake. Oh, not another derp. Oh, no. Oh, chat's going to berate me on this one. Chat's going to berate me on this one. I'm waiting to see a derp face in chat. There it is. I got you, Jimmy Pup. Okay, I got you. Slushy animation, Zodiac Siren. Too small for them all. Y'all been trolled. This ain't no derp. I was going to make a joke about not having any white dye. Oh. Y'all were too quick to call me a derp. Y'all been trolled. Alright? Don't tell me about no derp counter. Y'all been trolled today. Okay, let's grab 3 then, because that makes a perfect amount of those. Then you've got a stack of that. So, coming down in this area, we're going to have this thing. So, is that enough to reach in and hit this thing, though? See, when you're standing at this height, you can shift and hit. That might not be a bad thing to be able to shift and hit. It doesn't actually look quite as glamorous as I thought it would. I think this thing is probably going to look better if it's raised up. Although you are going to use it when you're lower down. Thoughts. We're going to have lots of thoughts about this. It's not quite as pretty as I thought it would be. If this were a little slimmer, then probably do its thing. Do its thing. We could also, once again, make the court stairs bigger and push it one further back. I think go big or go home. You know, on this project, this is our. Where's this gonna go? Over there. Yeah, then it would line up with a corner. I don't know if that really means anything or helps, but I think we need to make it even a little bit bigger. And then push that back by one. Now, if you're following what I'm doing here, great. If you're not, well, I don't know what to say. We're trying to make this this big, so it's got a real nice feel to it when you sort of look down into the area is the idea. So the further away the blocks are from you, the less invasive, I guess, they would feel. So that's what I'm hoping to achieve. Oh no! Not more of this stuff. Ugh. Oh jeez, I can't even place blocks here. What's this about? Right. Has that got rid of all of it? It's got rid of all of it. Over on this side, do the same thing again. Come over here, make it all wider. X is a size queen, says Daigo Jean. I don't know quite what that means. Is it a compliment? I don't know. I'll pretend it's a compliment. Okay, so we move this back by one, and it's all about where its position is. So again, further back it is, it's still pretty cool. We'll be able to very easily manipulate hoppers and carpets down there. It just means, yeah, silk touch. Oh, there you go. It floated back to me a little later. This will now all appear at this spot, so now that it's further, that looks better. That looks better. Okay, you're gonna like the next bit. I think you're gonna like the next bit. By the way, we had a noise in the ear from the Captain Reaper, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Captain Reaper, thank you for your Prime subscription. It is appreciated. What else have we got here? We got Father of Apocalypse with a donation, saying, X, did the Hermits decide not to have the crafting tweaks this season? In Season 6 you had 6 stair tweaks where you get 8 when crafting in the table. Yeah, we decided not to do that this time. There was also the clay one we decided not to do. The one that we kept was universal dyeing. That wasn't actually on the server straight away. I kind of realised it a little while in that we didn't have it and brought it up at a meeting, and everyone was like, yep, that one, that's the crafting tweak we want to keep, universal dyeing. Okay, now that we have, oh, look at that, that's good. I could see that being raised up by one and working as well. Now if it were raised up by one, when you approach at this angle, let's mess about with that. Well, actually, that being said, I haven't thought of any other solution for the height problem for hitting the mobs. So let's put it there. Move this. Now I think the skeletons will be able to shoot at us. So maybe what we do is we put some cushioning blocks around to hide the hopper. This would actually cause a little bit of a problem with picking up items now that I think about it. I could put slabs here. I can't really hide. Oh, slabs. Yeah, wait. I can do slabs. Right, so let's say we got the hopper and it's on display, and that's fine. We don't care too much about that. Now, any items that fall down there can be picked up by hopper, and us, the player, Now, when we're here, we can hit them, and when we're there, I don't think they can shoot us. In fact, that's a good point. Like, even holding shift, I don't think this is necessary. So, let's say we go with that. That's got a real good feel to it. So now, the next thing, you're going to love this, is the bookshelves. Where do they go? Oh, this is slow. This is so slow. Father of Apocalypse, thank you for the donation. Keep fathering all those apocalypses out there. Appreciate what you do. A DCO is here for 2 months. Thank you so much. And the grey fat lady is here with the cheers and the bits saying, "Hi X, I've been meaning to check into a stream for months, but I've always missed them." Well, glad to have you with us today. This is a more likely time to find me streaming these days because of my training. Just means when I'm done eating, I'll do this in the evening. Although I'm not done eating entirely, I have a protein shake before I go to bed, which I don't like the idea of. Because like before I started doing this bulk thing, like I was all into fasting and keeping your metabolism sort of at bay a lot, and now I'm kind of doing the opposite. I'm kind of firing it up as much as I can, which is crazy. There might be a slight flaw to my vision, but I think I can amend it. Now, it can communicate with all of those bookshelves, right? Or did I put them at the wrong height? Because you're level. That's how you do it. So let's go throw an item in here. There is nothing I can enchant there, is there? Let's say this. We'll go and enchant that after we put it in here. Thank you. Thank you for those cheers and bits. I appreciate it. Cade says, "How often do you work out, and how do you work out?" My current program is 5 days a week. 4 of them are intense. One of them is more like, I don't know, cardio abs sort of stuff. What did I want to know? Yeah, so it's communicating with all those bookshelves. Now, the thing I think I've sort of overlooked is that this is kind of annoying. I wanted to get away with. You see, can we get level 30 with that? I kind of pictured this wall of bookshelves back there. 28. Can it communicate with one at that level? Please say yes. Please say yes. Oh, you're paining me. Does it go any higher? Oh, EarthQuest says, "Is your gym even open still?" I got a home gym, man. I started with a bench, a barbell, and some dumbbells, and over time I brought little accessories to help you do this thing, to do that thing. You know, little weight straps to put on your legs and your arms. Then I got like a belt to attach straps to my waist, and I got like an EZ curl bar, and now I got like a little, like a, what do you call it, a pulleys and levers home gym thing in there as well. Geezer Pisa says, "How long do you spend on each session?" When I'm doing the more normal stuff, it's like an hour and 10 minutes, but now that I'm doing drop sets, it's like an hour and a half to do for the whole thing. So I need that, and that makes it all ugly. Oh, is there a trick here that I'm missing? I totally forgot about this. Maybe I could make it pop out of the ground with a piston. Does it reach that one? I don't think it does. I don't mind them being out like that, but also, wait a minute. Is this entire idea useless? Oh, that's just the story of my life. Because the skeletons can't escape. They're not allowed to escape, right? So I have to have glass panes there. No, it's not. I can keep them in. They shouldn't walk around to this side, basically. People are telling me it goes free high. Yeah, of course you are. After I discover that this ain't gonna work. You can place one front, center, top. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. I could place them around this way or something. Yeah. Well then. Let's find out. Let's find out quickly. Because that's blocking it, I'm pretty sure, right? So if I put that there. 28. 28, no. So that one don't count. "11 in view, not in the corners," says Claudius. It's 15, I thought it was. The corners do count. Put one on each side bottom. It won't look right. It won't look right, but I wasn't moaning about it just being on one side. It won't look right if it's on both. See, that makes me want to rethink the whole idea now. Because I wanted to have this big, like, grand bookshelf array. I guess it's not the worst thing ever, is it? I mean, it works. Us, the player, will actually... Oh, no, wait a minute. We decided to raise this up, didn't we? So I guess the bookshelves will come lower as well, which could look interesting. But then we kind of want to block the player from walking into this space. So maybe we do that with glass here and here. Right, now I have to test it on this side. That's good. That stops me going in there. So this is kind of plausible, actually. It's just not quite as grand as I thought it would be. So what do you think, peeps? Let's get some more bookshelves. I don't really have a lot of books, but I do have paper and leather, so for the books that I have, I can spend some on bookshelves. And, you know, unfortunately, I ain't got a lot of wood either, you know. Got to be very sparing with this stuff, jeez. So, 1, 2, 3. I think that does 2 bookshelves, right? Multiples of 3. Let's go with 12. See where we get. We've got a noise in the ear from Tay, 1999, 102. Tay, thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the stream. Okay, so we do that. Then we make the bookshelves. 8 of them. We've got 8 bookshelves. So, one of them obviously goes over here. Then for looks, because we're going to have a hopper. Then we're going to have like a... Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Or maybe not that one there, but... Well, actually, I like the 3D-ness of this. Okay. So that looks okay, but then... Oops. Oops. But then the bookshelves will continue across the back of the room, and the quartz will meet up with it. And they will go tall as well, is the idea. So I think we need to make... let's make 24 this time. Which will be most of the rest of the books I got there. Actually, it's going to be more than, isn't it? Yeah. So we're talking about this stuff. Where are we at? Like going higher and higher than that. I feel like I should just make more so you can see it. Also, this inventory is once again disgusting. Decrypt is here for 8 months, saying, "Hey, it's loving the new season. Sending some love your way, Big Chungus Pog." Big Chungus Pog? That sounds so weird. Thank you for the Big Chungus Pog. The Vision 7 is here with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. Appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. Okay, that's all the bookshelves I'm making for today. So, those ones in back there, although you can't see them, they need to stay to work with the bookshelf. It's kind of weird. So yeah, these will go high, like all the way up here high. And higher than that. It's going to be a big old room with lots of bookshelves. Okay. Let's go ahead. Boop. Make it dark. There is another element to what we're doing that I've just thought of. Which is lighting. We kind of figured it out a little bit earlier. Anyway. Like that. So it comes and meets up with it. I think that looks pretty good, actually. I think I can make that work. It's gonna need a fair bit more than what you see going on there. We're gonna need like little nooks for lanterns. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, what an idea! Quick, make a note. Maybe a bell. Maybe a bell up there. Yeah. Oh, lanterns are kind of easy to make if you've got torches, aren't they? But I ain't got a torch. Oh, it's a tragedy. Okay. So, to remind myself that we need a nook. And we also need a cranny. Can't forget about those crannies, can you? Right, yeah, oh. Now I was gonna like do a light source back here, right? That's the light source. So maybe the bell, nah, the bell probably doesn't fit in. But anyway, there's your light source. Now, what I want to do is kind of measure the light as we come across. It's slightly less than the torch. We get to around 8, 7, and then 6. We are not interfering by having lights at that level back there. How cool is that? So we know where to put the lights. There might be lights down here as well. Let's actually, if we did have one. Okay, we're going to have a hopper there. Then we're going to have a chain of hoppers. It would be, I can't remember if it shines through all of that stuff. It would be back there. So, again, it probably doesn't interfere, right? Look at that, doesn't even interfere with our light level. So now we can illuminate all of this. Yeah, how cool's that? Illumination for the nation. Illumination for the nation. I like it. Left to right for the enchanting table for anvil and grindstone. Oh, the suggestions. The suggestions. I like it, peeps. I like it a lot. You know, I'm going to put them on there and there for now, but we'll definitely move them. Just kind of a reminder. Great suggestions. What would I do without all of y'all, eh? Right, peeps. I want to thank you ever so much for coming to today's live stream. Be sure to hit the follow button before you head out of here. This is the end of it. Oh, no, not the end. Don't worry, there'll be another one. There'll be another one. Friday will possibly be my next stream. And, if not, there's the Hermitcraft livestream weekend. Livestream.hermitcraft.com if you want to see that. We're going to do a riggedy old raid on DocM77. He's also playing on the server. So if you want to see some more Hermitcraft action, stick around. And I'll see you all soon. Take care of yourselves. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.